I have a word.
Official advice.
That's what we fucking name the show. This have a word is from a person. Have a word. Hey up, lads. Can you have a word with my missus? We, like a lot of other couples, have lost the spark. We enjoy watching box sets instead. The problem is she falls asleep during every episode. She's tired, fair enough, but if I turn off the show and try and do anything else, she comes alive like a fucking Halloween decoration and makes me keep watching the TV, but I have to rewind back to what she's missed. Nope. She then falls asleep again. It takes us 2 or 3 nights to watch every Boxy episode. I'm over here blue balling it, wondering who the killer is in Mayor of Easttown, and she's having a nap. Can you have a word with her to either get her on the Mozambique or let go of the dream of watching TV together, because it can't take me longer to watch a show than it took them to make it. Get on me.
No, just tell her no.
You love watching a box set with you.
I do, but not under these circumstances.
Oh, right, okay.
This is hostage situation shit. Don't be a hostage in your own home.
I just think don't pick a box set that you care about, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, so save that for yourself. If there's something you really want to watch, that's what I do. Just make sure the stuff I really want to watch, I watch by myself. And then stuff that comes up in conversation, I go, oh, yeah, we'll watch
so
this.
there's like a diplomatic box set.
So if you miss a bit, you go, oh, that's fine. You know
what if you have to watch? See, the problem with that is, the one that you don't really care about in this situation, the one he doesn't care about, he's going to have to watch 3 times.
But you could just get on your phone, can't you, and just have a little... Until
oh, no. My. If we're watching something together, me and Laura... So Ozark was the last one that got us tuned in. We love Ozark, think it's really well made. If I dare, like if I get a message from the WhatsApp group for the podcast, which is work, sort of, if I dare just even do a side link, she pauses it and then just goes...
Oh, I love that.
Just wait till you're finished.
We're hypocrites, though, aren't we? Because I get annoyed if my wife looks at her phone while I watch something, and vice versa. But then the classic always happens is I'll be on my phone and she'll go, "What are you doing?" I go, I was just seeing what else he's been in.
IMDb.
Just want to see what he's been in.
You're checking that on Twitter, are you, Jace? Looking at your own mentions for that piece of information.
I can't watch things on my own. I have to watch them with someone. I have to watch them.
What, are you scared?
We're watching American Horror Story right now, so when she falls asleep and that's on, I turn it off.
Right.
Have any of you watched Is It Cake?
We watched an episode the other day. We had a party on Sunday for Mother's Day and my son's birthday. We ended up in the garden. Oh, God, I'm going to do another thing here. Anyway, we've got a telly in the garden. And as soon as it came up, I was like, oh, fuck.
But if your house smells
right
of cat shit,
next to Shitty Bang Bang, we've got a
got a telly in the garden. I'm not going to apologise.
Is that the late TV there, Jason?
And the kids were sort of like, we were trying to chat amongst adults, and I said, oh, just stick something on. So Netflix come on, and then this Is It Cake come on. In the end, there was like, we had like 40 people sat around watching it like it was the cup final. It's a mad show.
Me and Etta sat there last week. Sometimes when we go on Netflix, if she's allowed to pick, it goes shit really quick. Yeah. So I have to sort of be like, not that one, darling, not that one. She picked Is It Cake? And the title is so simple. I was like, I can't resist. We watched the whole thing. She was so fucking into it. I love those moments where you can hang out with your 5-year-old daughter and you're both into it. Just so totally simple and well done.
Halfway through episode 1, I was like, couldn't believe I'd been talked into watching it. Yeah. And I'm like, right, how is this being made? This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. And the host, by the way, he owes someone money. It's like
what's going on with that guy?
It's like he got sentenced and it's like, right, you can either do 25 years in a maximum security prison or you can host this show on Netflix. And he's like, I need 3 days to think about that. He fucking hates it. He's got no interest in bacon or cake whatsoever. Halfway through episode 1, I was like, this is horrific. By the end of episode 4, I was like, how is this not on every channel all day, every day?
They got an arena show. They get tickets for that.
It's a TikTok video turned into a TV series, isn't it? It's like, it's a mad, like 30-second clip into... But it's incredibly
It's the tacos. That was that was when I went from like, of course.
No spoilers.
It's a burger.
No spoilers, please.
Right, well, mad shit is made into cake. But there is a point where you're like, well, obviously it's not a cake because it's taco. Go fuck yourself. You magician.
It's mad.
It's amazing.
I'll watch it later.
Yeah, it's well worth a watch, I'd say. It's mad. I can imagine.
But it's good turning your brain off telly, isn't it?
Yeah, which is
that's the type of thing you can just be like on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I think that's fine.
I'm a little worried about my attention span I think the era of scrolling, social media, Instagram Reels, TikTok has started to mess with my attention span. Because I am finding 100%. Something on Netflix and going, oh, cool, Top Boy. Top Boy's just made a second series on Netflix.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Top Boy is amazing. Watched it 10 years ago when it was Kano and your man from So Solid Crew. And then Drake is one of the executive producers now. Got it remade because he watched it and was like, this is amazing. So Drake got it remade. Watched the series a few years ago. Excellent. Got halfway through episode 1 and I'd gone. I was on my phone. Just because there's something about the long form of like,
I've actually stopped
going
picking
on?
up. You know, if I see somebody on the phone in the audience, like I'd like make a point of it and make them like a break. And I've got to a point now, post lockdown, where I think,
do you think because there's so many people doing it?
So they're not been used to watching something for an hour and a half or an hour.
It's a long time.
So long, you know, that you find something else to do.
Well, Netflix have started making short things. Like there's some episodes that are 12, 13 minutes.
Explains good.
Because they've basically gone off the YouTube algorithm of like, any more than 30 minutes, people are like, oh, God.
Well, but then Batman comes along at 3 hours and you're like, come on. You can't put 3 hours at the cinema and not put a break in or something. Like, it's mental.
An interval?
Yeah, an interval at the cinema.
God. Chalk ISIS.
That's what they need to start
so
doing.
good.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Cinema intervals?
Cinema interval.
They
do
used
that
to have them.
They used to have them, and back in
used
the
to
day.
have them, yeah.
And they still have them for Bollywood films because they're like 8 hours.
How long's back in the day? When are we talking? 90s?
Well, when his mum was driving that car in 1954.
No, even like back, like sort of 60s, 70s, yeah, in the interval at the cinema, yeah.
Oh, I remember going to Bambi and getting a chalk ice in the interval.
And maybe in the 80s, actually. Yeah, you're probably right.
Sick. I'd love that,
Yeah,
mate.
a little cinema break.
Yeah, we're both old. Go fuck yourself. I've got another old person. I always get rinsed for being old.
You're not old, Dan.
No, when he said Bambi, that was the premiere.
He went to the black and white Bambi. The 1880s he's talking about.
Oh, I hate you a lot.